Hi, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the first episode. I'm going to call this Panic in Buffalo. I'm going to make this a temporary possible segment on the channel, but I'm going to call it Panic in Buffalo. My goodness. So we trade JJ Purka. I'm going to talk about it. We'll talk about the trade. Okay, I'll give you my thoughts on it. But the panic out there and the drama. I mean, we got a lot of drama queens in Buffalo. My goodness, folks. I mean, can we not look at this objectively and say, okay, what am I not seeing here? First thing I looked at when I heard the trade. I don't know these two players well enough to really comment. And the truth is, every single Buffalo's channel that says they know these two players are just full of shit. They're full of it. Nobody is out there and oh yeah, I know all about Kesselring and I know all about Doan's son. Yeah, I know all about these two. It's bullshit, guys. It just is. So for me to give you my take on these two players, I'd be full of shit if I did it right now. If I told you guys right now, these guys, this guy does this guy. I just looked at the numbers and I looked at the size of the players and I looked at what we addressed and I watched all the fights that Kesselring's had in his career. Last year, I watched all of his fights last year. He had 5 fights last year. And I check these things out after we do trades because I want to know what the motive is here. What was the motive? What exactly is going on here? Why are people panicked about losing, in my opinion, a real liability on the ice defensively? Like JJ Purka sucked, guys. He sucked when it comes to, and if you say he didn't, well, you're lying to yourself, or you just don't know and you just want to follow the crowd and be, you know, everybody wants to be Mike kind of thing, so everybody wants to follow the crowd. I'll tell you right now, you know, like you guys seen last year, he had what was it? He had 20, I think it was 22. Takeaways and 87 giveaways, a career high in giveaways last year. I mean, he was terrible in our zone last year. You guys seen it. So we can't pretend that there wasn't issues with Peterka and that we sent this stud over. Do you guys remember after 44 games last year, he had 10 goals. 10 goals and he was a -6. And everybody's saying, we got to get rid of this guy. You guys all said it last year. The ones that are complaining now are the ones that said last year, we got to get rid of this guy. He has a strong close, and everybody now thinks he's Wayne Gretzky. It's just not realistic, folks. We're not, and this idea that we were going to get a top 3-4 pick, please. I see people saying, oh, I heard. Yeah, okay, put the link. If you're going to say you heard, that has no merit to it. Put the link. Show us where it was reported that 100% this could have happened. Not a rumor. Rumors don't matter. What do I like about this? 6'5" defenseman, folks. 6'5", willing to drop the gloves. Doan, known for his play of the guy apparently, from what I'm hearing from his teammates and the fans and everything, just doesn't give up on plays. How many times have we seen Sabres give up over these last 5 years, right? And I liked also that these guys, especially Kesselring, was talking about how he's friends with Tage. And Tage was promoting the team in the city. So for those of you out there that are saying, oh, well, Tage is going to leave next, and you're not paying attention. You're just not. Like, as soon as I heard that, I was comfort. I was like, okay, good. Good, because that's the one forward we can't lose. Really, him, Tuck, you know? And I wonder, now this is just me wondering, guys. I don't have any proof of this, okay? I don't, but was Peterka a distraction in the dressing room? Did he have a chip on his shoulder? Did he have an ego? I don't know. I don't know. I don't see any Sabres coming to his defense like Norris when Norris got traded for Cousins. And their captain was vocal about it, saying, oh, you know, he lost his best friend. He was almost in tears, right? So I think we got, from what I can see in those interviews, we got 2 guys with character, guys that want to be Buffalo Sabres, And I'm sick and tired of us thinking we should hold on to players that say, I want to be traded. You got to get that cancer out of the dressing room. When it doesn't matter what player, it could be Tuck guys, could be anybody. Once a player starts that, get him out, because that can spread like wildfire in a dressing room. You start getting that going, and the next thing you know, you have a dysfunctional team. No. I don't judge the Sabres by being a 3-game under 500 team. They're not 30 games under anymore. They were 3 last year. That 3 can flip to 20 games over, guys, with a good season. And then all of a sudden, this move will look brilliant. And think about it. Kekalainen is here, and this is the first trade, major trade, but trade, since he's here. Now, if we got him, and Adams was out of his mind, and Adams, of course, was talking with him, Kekalainen would have said, are you crazy? Like 90% of Buffalo fans that don't really know these two players are saying. Guys, go look. Oh, the Sabres got fleeced. All these websites put drama titles. That's why I'm making fun of it in the title of my video today. Maybe I'll do it'll be an episode on my channel this year, as long as my channel's running, right? Maybe I'll just do that for fun, you know? But the more I look at it, the more I break this down, the Sabres went after muscle over talent. And boy, oh boy, I am good with that. I am good with that. I know some Sabres fans wanted to get Rossi. Sorry, guys, we don't need another 5'9" player on this team. We just don't. We need to beef up this team, get this team mean. They even said it themselves. I think it was Doan that said, it might have been, I don't know, I'm mixed up with the interviews, but one of them said he plans on getting more mean. I was like, oh my God, I love this guy. I think it was Kesselring, I'm pretty sure. I don't know much about these guys. I've seen their name. Don't know much about them, really. I don't pay attention to the Utah Mammoth, folks. I just don't. I'll tell you what. There's a side of me that's happy we sent him right away. And people say, why? Well, I'm glad we sent him to a non-playoff team. I am. I hope we get in now before them and teach them a lesson. I don't know what the hell was going on with Peterka. I don't know. So I can't judge it, you know? I don't know. But I could tell you, has this made the team worse? No. No, defensively, way better. Way better. You could tell we're going to have 2 guys on the ice. Yeah, maybe they're not like over the top with offensive flair like Peterka, but they might be more responsible on the ice. Isn't that what we want? Isn't that what we complained about last year? No? Did we say, oh, we need more goal scoring, we need more flair? No, we were saying we need to get more responsible in our zone. And I think we did with this deal. From what I can tell. I could be wrong. I don't think I am. It's not hard to replace Peterka's defensive talents. It's not, I could put Rosie out there and she would do just as good as Peterka defensively. Peterka, okay, is one-dimensional. And I'll just say it, he is. He's a good hockey player. He's a good talent. He should have a decent career. He might never hit a ceiling of 40 goals, though, like people are saying. He might never do that. But if he does, he does. But eventually, there's a thing called the playoffs. If we get in, do you think defensive liable players are really a good idea to have on the team? Guys that aren't good defensively in the playoffs? Just throwing it out there. It's just the way I see it. I don't see this as a loss at all. I don't get why Buffalo fans are all, but you know what? You give Sabres fans any reason to hate, and they do it. But are they really solid fans? Or are they just fans that want to whine, complain, and panic in Buffalo? Really? I mean, that's the way I see that. It's like, there's going to be fans that will complain no matter what deal we would have made, and you guys know I'm right. They were going to complain no matter what. Okay? And if we kept Peterka on the team, they would still complain saying we had to move him, and we didn't. Adams can't do nothing right. This is what you would get also. I see this as a good hockey trade, from what I can tell. How can I say this trade's not going to work out? How can you say this trade's not going to work out? Because what? Lego on his channel says, oh, the Sabres got fleeced. The guy's like, what is he, like 25 or something? Guys, it doesn't matter what people around their 20s think right now. It's up to us to be the mature adults here and say, you know what? Step back. Let's see what happens next year. Because I don't see how we lost this deal. Really. If, let's say we traded Peterka for future considerations. Okay? What did we lose? Really? 27 goal guy, right? 28? You think the Sabres can't replace that? Really? I mean, everybody last year was saying, oh my God, I mean, are you guys crazy giving us a... Edmonton was saying they fleeced us. Meanwhile, McLeod had career highs. Like, you know, and nothing started yet with Savoy in Edmonton. We'll keep an eye on that eventually. But remember when we traded Ryan O'Reilly, how many years did we hear? One of the worst trades in history. The Sabres were out of their mind trading this guy. Like he used to be like that with us. No. Ryan O'Reilly in that playoff run was never like that with the Buffalo Sabres. He just won faceoffs and got $7 million a year. That's really what he did. Now, we have I'm going to just say a 50-goal man from that trade. Because if Tage stays healthy, 50 goals. 50. He's going to be hitting his prime years. 50 goals is coming in that guy. I think so. As long as he stays healthy and the Sabres continue to develop a year at a time with these kids. And, you know, I'm looking at... let me just look at a few things here, okay? I'll talk about Kesselring for a second, okay? All right, a 6'5" right shot defenseman. How many of you have whined for years, guys, that we need to get a right shot defenseman? How many? All of you. Now we got him, okay? And the word has it, he could be a top 4. And we're still going to complain. Oh, we could have got more for Peterka. We could have got more. Give me one sec, folks. My eyes were a little wet. And look, so let's say he develops or falls into our top 4 this year. And we like him. How are you going to feel about the trade? Really? And let's say we like Doan. We like his hustle. We like the way he just is constantly going after players, going. How are we not going to like these guys? You know how many times I would watch Peterka just be lazy when it come to coming back and stuff? Come on, you guys seen it. Yes, he has, again, offensive flair. But what I seen last year was a one-dimensional player, okay? I seen a more talented Victor Olofsson last year with Peterka. That's what I seen. And I don't think Peterka got overpaid. I think it's a fair deal, right? What he signed, 7.7. And Peterka right away signs with them. And they're not even a playoff team. So what was the real issue? What was really going on here that we don't know about? I don't see one Buffalo Sabre coming to his defense. Not one. Not one. Something was wrong. You know, maybe he just thought he deserved more attention or something. I don't know. I don't know what it was. But when I know no players are coming to his defense, the fans come to his defense because the fans have never heard of these two players. So they don't really know what we got yet. I don't know. And I'll tell you what, a 25 or 30-year-old guy running a show doesn't know. We don't know till we get these guys on the ice next year in a Sabres jersey and we see what they bring. Do you guys remember, the older folks? We had this guy named McGillney and we moved him out for Mike Peterka. Do you remember the fans back then, what they were saying? Remember? And it looked like Muckler was just out of his mind, right? And this turned out to be the best captain, in my opinion, in our entire history, Mike Peterka. So I don't think there's any reason to panic whatsoever, folks. Really, I just don't. I think it's ridiculous that people are up in arms about this just because they didn't get the player they wanted, you know? And I'm going to make something else clear here, very clear. This is not our best trade asset. JJ Purka was not our best. He's not our massive chip that we can trade. That's Bowen Byram. Bowen Byram's a $10 million hockey player. He's going to get $10 million somewhere. And if Bowen Byram, the rumors stop all of a sudden, because they're going to, you can bet, after this trade, they're going to talk to Byram now and see how he reacts to it. Because Byram obviously knows these players. He was out in the West. He knows these players. And Byram might be really impressed with this trade as far as we don't know, right? And, you know, I'm hoping for the best here. But I'll tell you what, if we trade Bowen Byram, if I had it my way, guys, if I had it my way, and Locked on Sabres I don't agree with much on it. I watch it all the time, though. I support Joe in the show, I do. But, you know, he came up with one hell of a deal when he talked about sending out UPL and Byram to Boston. I think that was what he came up with for Swayman. If Buffalo could ever do something like that, oh my God. Then it's just it's icing on the cake after that, getting a top six forward. And folks, we're not even July 1st yet. Relax. It's not even July 1st. Free agency hasn't opened yet. We need to know what we have before free agency. We have to know what needs we have to go after before free agency. Right now, it's a forward. But I love the idea of getting Swayman. And now would be the right time because I guarantee you Boston's going to trade Swayman. This is a guarantee they're going to trade him because he went to arbitration and now the divorce is on over there. Once a player goes to arbitration, it's over. It's 99% of the time, it's over. They might play out a year. The next thing you know, they're gone. So I think if we could ever take a stab at that, oh my goodness, I don't care what his numbers were last year. I'm not one of those fans that does that. I've seen Swayman in the playoffs. He was way better than Ullmark. No. This guy's under pressure really good. So I think really we should look at that if it's an option, even an option, you know, because I won't be surprised if we move UPL this offseason, guys, really. I know some fans don't want to hear that. Doesn't really matter because, you know, we got Levi up and coming, and we should have a good goalie in there. You know, everybody talks about Hellebuck. I've never been a big fan of Hellebuck. I just haven't. I've seen this guy time and time again choke up in the playoffs, and I'm just not a big fan. Not a big fan of him. Is he a good goalie? Yes, probably could help us make the playoffs, of course. But I'd rather have that goalie ready that's going to win a Stanley Cup eventually, you know? But maybe Hellebuck will break through one year, and I'll be eating my own words. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So, guys, when I look at this, for me, there's no panic. Really, there's no panic in this. This is just a hockey trade. It's what it is. We address needs, and they've got themselves a pretty damn good forward that they're going to have to teach how to play hockey, the 200-foot hockey. not just going up ice with the puck. You know, there's a thing called back checking and all sorts of things, right? And looking at, guys, sorry it's a bit of a long video. I think Kekalainen was behind this trade. Okay? Because if this was the best trade, you'd all be saying it was Kekalainen. Now that you guys aren't happy with the trade, you're going to say it's Adams. It's like, wake up, guys. Come on, man. Kekalainen is involved with the Sabres now. These things go through him also. He knows what's going on. So, what I would suggest, Kesselring, I looked at all 5 of his fights last year, especially the one with Malenstein, which was kind of funny. But I loved the interviews of these two today. They look thrilled to be coming here to Buffalo. Think about it, guys. How often do we see that? You know? We did not trade out we didn't trade out Wayne Gretzky today. We traded out a guy that probably was fed up with Lindy, maybe bitching at him about his defensive problems. Maybe he got fed up with it and he wanted out. You know, a lot of players nowadays think it's just one-dimension game where you just skate, and that's it. We've seen that, and as much as it's fun to watch, it gets you nowhere in the playoffs. Do you think Florida has that mentality? Even during the season, they don't. The Florida Panthers next year, folks, will lead the league in hits. You watch. They'll lead the league in hits. But this is going to bring up some of our hitting. It's not massive. Their numbers of hitting are it's like 1 a game. I'll leave it at that. It's about 1 a game. But who knows under Lindy how this will happen? Who knows? Who knows when these guys, maybe Kesselring is ready to hit his stride in this league. And maybe he's going to be this. He talked about that he's getting there. He knows he has more better hockey to give. And same thing with Doan. I love this. I love the fact they were friends, they were roommates, and they traded them together. I thought that was kind of nice that it went that way, this deal. So for me, no panic. No panic. This is fine. I got no issues with this deal whatsoever, guys. I want to go on the record saying that. I don't think losing JJ Purka is going to hurt us, folks, because where did we ever go with him? Where did the Sabres ever go with JJ Purka? Please tell me. Nowhere. Nowhere. You're going to tell me that another 2 30-goal Peterka seasons with him letting players run him down going the other way is going to win us a Stanley Cup one day? I'll put my money any day, guys, on the muscle. Okay? And defensive responsibility of a hockey player any day than I will over flash and flare. Any day. Because those are the guys that win championships. Eventually. If everything goes right, hopefully, let's say the Sabres get in this year, okay? These guys will be heroes. Automatic heroes. Automatic heroes. If the Sabres made the playoffs this year, these two would be automatic heroes in Buffalo. Oh my God, thank God we got these guys. Let's see what happens first. All right? I can't say it enough. Please. This drama, so ridiculous. Honestly, it's like, give me a break, guys. It's like, oh my God, come on, relax. Let's just see what happens come October. We're going to have a bigger team. I'm excited for it. More responsible team. I'm more excited for that too. Give me that any day. All right, we'll be missing a few goals. Let's see if we pick up a 20-goal guy and then we lose 8 goals. Big wow. I'm good with that. As long as we got guys on the ice who are hitting, responsible, coming back checking, all of it. Hacking guys with their sticks, anything. I think that's what we picked up from what I can tell. And me looking at videos on these two guys. That's what I seen. Guys, I went on long enough. It's probably a record video. I'm sorry, but I had to throw one out there for you. And I figured I'll introduce a new segment on the channel at the same time. So guys, hang in there. Talk to you soon.